Hello, we are discussing about GATE 2015 ECE paper. Look at the given characteristic equation of linear time invariant system, which is f of s is equal to s power 5 plus 2 s power 4 plus something it has given. So we are going to calculate number of roots that lie strictly in the left half s plane, number of poles that lie on left half of s plane. We should not even consider the poles on j omega axis. Okay, so generally from the characteristic equation we can able to calculate number of poles on right hand side of s plane as well as number of poles on j omega axis, that too by using a Routh-Hurwitz criteria. So by using Routh-Hurwitz criteria, we can get the number of poles on right hand side, we can get the number of poles on j omega axis. Okay, so if you know total number of poles of given characteristic equation, then simply subtract the poles on j omega axis and poles on right hand side, then you will get the which are poles lie exclusively on left half s plane. This is how we are going to calculate. So first we will see number of poles, total number of poles is equal to order of characteristic equation. Order of characteristic equation is s power. Okay, this power of s which is highest, that is treated as order, s power 5, so it is fifth order. So there are 5 poles or total are 5 poles. Out of that one we need to calculate number of poles on right hand side, number of poles on j omega axis by using Routh-Hurwitz criteria. So first we will apply the Routh-Hurwitz criteria, s power 5 and s power 4. So write the coefficients 1, 2, 3, 6, minus 4, minus 8. So now S3 row 2 into 3, 6. So we will first multiply in this way, then subtract the multiplication of this one, divided with 2. So 2 into 3 minus 6 into 1, 6 minus 6 divided by 2. So 0 by 2 is 0. Next 2 into minus 4, minus of minus 8. So minus 8 plus 8 is 0, 0 by 2. So again it is 0. So S3 what you got is row of all zeros. S3 is row with all zeros. Row with all zeros will give two things. Okay, will give whenever there is a row with all zeros that says some poles exist on j omega axis. Some poles exist on j omega axis and their location also we can calculate, that we will see it later. And so to continue the same Routh-Hurwitz criteria, to know number of right hand side poles, okay, to know the number of poles on right hand side, we must continue this Routh-Hurwitz criteria. So you must replace this all zeros with, okay, replace all zeros row, that is S3, replace with coefficients of differentiation of auxiliary equation formed. So you must replace S3, that is all zeros row, with the coefficients of differentiation of auxiliary equation. Auxiliary equation is formed with the coefficients which are just above all zeros row, that is s power 4. So these coefficients are going to be used to get the auxiliary equation. So this is 2s power 4 plus 6s square minus 8. Auxiliary equation is 2s power 4 plus 6s square minus 8. And now differentiation with respect to s, that will give 8s cube plus 12s minus 0. Constant differentiation is 0. So now S3 row is consisting of two coefficients which is nothing but 8 and 12. Now replace this S3 with 8 and 12. Now don't consider the zeros. Okay. Now write the S2 row, that is continuing the Routh-Hurwitz criteria. 8 into 6, 48, minus 12 into 2, 24. 48 minus 24 is 24, by 8 is 3. 24 by 8 is 3. Again 8 into minus 8. Okay. 8 into minus 8, that is minus 64. Okay. Minus 64 minus, there is nothing, is 0. So minus 64 by 8 is minus 8 you will get. Next, S1th row. S1th row is 3 into 12, 36, minus of minus, it will become plus. 8 into 8, 64. 36 plus 64 is 100. 100 by 3. Next, S power 0. S power 0 is the last one. 100 by 3 into minus 8, that is minus 800 by 3, minus 0 into 3. So you can write it as same minus 8 you are going to get. Now for stability of the system, okay, first column of Routh-Hurwitz criteria should have all positive values. Okay, the elements in the first column should be all positive real numbers. So if you observe, there is all are going to be positive except for S0 row. So there is a sign change taking place from S1 to S0. Okay, there is a sign change, it is taking from S0 to S0. Sign change. Number of sign changes indicates number of poles on right hand side. Since there is only one sign change that is occurring from S1 to S0 row. So only one sign changes. Number of sign changes in first column of Routh-Hurwitz criteria is going to be proportional to number of poles on right hand side of S plane, RH of S plane. So since you are getting only one sign change, so number of poles on right hand side is only 1. Now since it is having all zeros row, definitely some poles will exist on the j omega axis. To calculate that one, okay, we must, okay, to calculate that one, you are going to use this auxiliary equation and solve auxiliary equation. So now next step is solve auxiliary equation to know the location of poles, on j omega axis, So auxiliary equation is 2s square 2s power 4 plus 6s square plus 8 is equal to 0. So you can write it as s power 4 plus 6 plus 3s square plus 4 is equal to 0. That is rationalizing with 2. Now let s square is equal to x. Then it will become x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. And you can write it as x plus 4. Okay, this is minus 8. This is minus 8 and you will get it as minus 4. This is minus 4. Okay, so this is x plus 4 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. You can write x square plus 3x minus 4 as x plus 4 into x minus 1. So you will get x square plus 3x minus 4. Now x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to plus 1. Since s square is nothing but x, so s square is equal to minus 4. That gives s is equal to square root of minus 4. Square root of minus is j. So you will get it as plus or minus j2. And one more is x is equal to 1. So s square is equal to 1. S square is equal to 1. Square root of 1 is s is equal to plus or minus 1. So this is plus or minus 1 and it is plus or minus j2. So there are two poles on the j omega axis which are plus j2 and minus j2, and there are two more poles on plus 1 and minus 1 that we got. So if you observe from this sign change, there is one pole on right hand side. That one pole on right hand side is nothing but this minus 1 itself. So you can write it as s is equal to minus 1, s is equal to plus 1. So this s is equal to plus 1 is nothing but pole on right half of S plane. Okay, so this is that right hand pole, the magnitude is plus 1. So at plus 1 there is a pole which is right hand side. So this is because of one sign change, you will get one right hand side pole. That right hand side pole is having a magnitude of plus 1. And there are two poles on plus j2 and minus j2. So there will be, this is plus j2, that is poles on j omega axis, minus j2. So on right hand side one pole and two poles on the j omega axis. Total is nothing but 3. So out of total number of poles of characteristic equation is 5, and out of 5, 3 poles are on the j omega axis as well as right hand side. So effectively there will be two poles. Effectively there will be two poles on the left hand side. So this is P1 and it is P2. So there will be two poles will be present on left half of S plane. So the answer for this question is 2. Thank you.